Happy Guy Fawkes. I actually didn't remember that it was Guy Fawkes until somebody let off a firework. Just now I completely forgot it was Guy Fawkes. But I hope you're having a really great evening out there in the cold with your welly boots on. Good for you. I say that, but I do actually really enjoy Guy Fawkes night. I do generally go to see the fireworks. I love the fireworks. I'm just not going today. So remember when I told you that I ran out of ink? It was the day when I was doing my product shots. Okay, so the day before yesterday, I went out and I bought myself ink for my printer. I put it in my printer today. All good. I then decided I really wanted to print on some white heavy paper, and I was like, oh, what have I got? And I remember I have a pad. I have a white pad. I think it's called Sea White. I can't remember. I'll put it in the link below. But it's an acid-free, heavier weight paper. It's complete. It's a brilliant white paper. And so I was like, oh wow, light bulb moment. I'll use that. So I printed out all of the illustrations, and I was like, this came out really well. So what I will show you that in another video how it came out, but I would definitely recommend using white paper. Something about the white paper picks up the color really well, and it's a very close match to the color that you'll be able to see. I've had a brain freeze. The color of the actual illustration, so it's a very good match. So using white paper is really good. But if you want a really aged look to your print, then a tinge of brown would be good, but I recommend the white. Anyway, so that's printing out, and I'm setting up my table to do product shots, and I'm like, everything's good. So I use natural light to take photographs in the studio, and you'll see behind me I have a really big window. And I have a plastic film over the top just to stop people from being able to look inside. But it acts as a diffuser, and when the light comes in, it diffuses the light so beautifully that all my photographs and my videos come out really well. So that is my main source of light. So I've got to imagine the scene. I'm setting up the table, my prints are printing, I'm feeling good, and about 15-20 minutes into this, I'm noticing that it's getting really dark in here, and suddenly it becomes overcast, and I'm like, what? So I'm trying to do these shots, and it's getting darker and darker, and I'm like, what? So I turn on the light, and I've got a yellow light in here, and it's just not the one. It's coming over with this kind of grungy yellow film, and I had to stop printing. So what's that saying? What's that saying they say about making someone laugh? Make plans. You know what I'm saying. What's that saying? I can't remember what they're saying. You know what I'm saying, right? Oh, if you want to make God laugh, make plans. I'm not religious, but that saying has never been so truer than today. So I wasn't able to do anything more than just print out the rest of the illustrations. But they came out so well that I reprinted all the ones I had done before. And I'm probably going to redo some of the product shots for them as well. But like I said, I'll show you that on another video. So I've had to find other things to do, which isn't difficult because there's always something to do. So I'm on my website, and I am setting up the sales pages. I was working on this yesterday. Hold on, I need a sip of tea. I was working on this yesterday, and it took me a little bit of time because I kind of knew what kind of format I wanted to lay the images out. But you know when you've got an idea in your head and you actually put it into play, sometimes you're kind of re-editing your thoughts, and that's why it can take a little bit of time. So when I did one completely for my Mona, which is P1, when I got that sales page done completely and I had all the photographs where I wanted them, I used that as a template for the rest. So I'm going to let the camera roll, and you can watch me doing what I got to do today. Okay, you guys. So this is my website. My website is on Squarespace. Absolutely recommend it if any of you guys are looking for a site to start your website on. I don't know, maybe you are. Yeah, so let me show you what I'm working on, or what I've been playing about with. Just gonna pull up one of these, this bit here in the shop. So this page, this is a sales page for Mona. So I've been working, putting a little bit of information on the side, talking about, giving a little backstory on it, and putting links to take people back to, but links that track back to the main part of the website where you can read more of a story. So here is just a little bit of copy from the main body, and scroll down, and this is one of the mock-ups. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys about mock-up another time, but mock-ups are just basically the best way of giving the truest example of what your work would look like in a frame on a wall. That's what these mock-ups are for. So I did these mock-ups in Photoshop, and then I've got a little bit of caption under here. So this is basically how I'm going to lay everything out. I've got some work in progress, how the illustration was created and developed. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen some of these pictures before, because I've got them up on there. And that's one of the prints, you guys. Really, really happy with that print. Came out really nice. I think it's the background that I like. It just offsets the white paper really, really well. And there's something about having hands in a photograph touching things that, I don't know what it is. It just feels more intimate. I don't know if that's not even the right word, but I like seeing like hands in pictures, and so I've put my hands in the pictures. And then I've just got some close-up detail on Mona's chains. You know, I told you I did the close-up shots. This is where they were. A little bit of information, talking about the heliconias and kind of what they represent. Just picking out little pieces. And then this bit at the bottom, putting links to add to my basket, putting print suggestions on the side. So on here, yeah, I do talk about on here that it does look good on a white background, but you can print Mona on any color. It's up to you. Yeah, and then there's my call to action at the bottom, my opt-in. So that's the template for the sales page, and that's what I worked on last night, and I'll be using this template today to do the same. I'm also simultaneously in Photoshop. See, these are all my mock-up pages. I'm also simultaneously in Photoshop trying to find a system where I'm able to upload pictures, clean them up, adjust the color, the balance, and then immediately upload them onto the computer. So I'm working simultaneously today. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's that page. I'm just looking for one that I worked on yesterday. This is another sales page. So because I still had the product shots to do today, I decided I was going to put as much information as I could onto this page. So that's where I left it. I left it yesterday doing the mock-ups for this page. And see here, this is, remember I used the template from the first sales page you saw. So I have to get rid of these and make another gallery of work in progress that relates back to creating this illustration. So that is what I'm going to be knee deep in now. I've got to move all these pictures around and work on that.